Hello, this is Jeremy. I was at the EvolveGT track day this past weekend at Ozarks International Raceway, May 10th and 11th, 2025. This is going to be a lap analysis of my best time that I got this weekend. I spent all day Saturday doing all 7 sessions, my first time at the track, getting to know obviously the lines, all the blind entries, where the track was going, just everything you would normally learn at a new track. And on Sunday, I went ahead and put on my lap timer after being asked a couple times on Saturday what times I was running. So on Saturday, I did the second session and then 3 sessions in the afternoon. The third session was when I set my best time. As far as the experience, it's an amazing track. I highly recommend going there. What I've been told is that this was the only second time that motorcycles had been on track there, and it's a beautiful facility, super fast, very very safe. The only issue that I'll talk about on the analysis is the blend line going onto the track. But other than that, there's air fence where it needs to be, plenty of runoff areas. Um, Overall safe track, great grip, um, great surface, very few bumps here and there. Curbing has grip, and you do use some of the curbing on your lap. But overall, excellent facility. I had such a great time. I can't remember the last time that I had that much fun at a track day, and I've done a few. I do ride a Yamaha R1 2016 on Dunlop tires, running a 264 gear ratio. I have Olin's FKR suspension in the front, TTX shock in the rear. What I did realize is that I do need heavier springs, certainly in the front, due to the extreme G forces that you feel on some of these uphill braking zones. My forks were bottoming out for sure, but that's what you learn whenever you go to a new track, especially one that has as much elevation change as this one. But I highly recommend going to this track. It's super fun, and I hope you enjoy the lap analysis, and I hope it helps. Okay, don't pay attention to the mile per hour at the bottom left. My GPS wasn't working. Here you are coming out of turn 12 onto the straightaway. The pit is to your right. You're staying in this left lane. You can see the seam right there to your right hand side. Stay left. You're approaching turn 1. You can see the braking markers. You can see the apex there. You want to run close to you want to late apex that and get on the gas and drive really hard to the outside. However, you can see on the left that the vision is limited, so you're a little tentative. This is the blend line that everybody is talking about. You want to be too close when you're new, but you should be drifting out to the left side of that. That's what makes it a little bit sketchy. You're coming up this hill, you're accelerating. There's the G-force area. You're braking this zone, getting the contact patch so you can go ahead and turn to the right. You want to stay wide here. You want to be able to get on the gas. You can see the seam to the left, but stay wide on the entrance and then get on the gas and drive down the hill. You can see the turn to the left there. You want to stay right here on the right-hand side, hard on the brakes, downshift 2 gears, downshifting into second gear, late apexing this left-hand corner that's going to be uphill. Hit the apex, then you want to get on the gas hard to drive up the hill, shifting your butt over to the right. You're staying on the right side of this area right here, because whenever you drive, it's going to kick you out to the left side, setting you up for the next turn. So you're still on the gas hard. You're staying in this left lane. You can see the seam right there, and you're going to stay in this lane pretty late, so that way you can get a late turn in here. So then you can touch the brakes to get the turn in, and then drive on the gas hard through the apex. And you're going to keep on the gas here. You're drifting a little bit mid-track, but then you can see the left side curbing, which you're going to run over. You're going to start braking and downshift a gear. You're going to flip it to the right. I'm looking at the gap in the trees to the right hand side, or the 2 blue cones, because the track's going right. You can accelerate through there, and you can still accelerate here. You can trail brake just a little bit to get direction to the left, but you can actually still accelerate here. This turn is off camber, so you can see the seam. I'm just following it. It is a very late entrance. There's the apex. It's late, so that way you can get a really good drive onto this back straight here, if you will. You're clipping to the left side. I'm going to stop it here in a minute so you can see the air fence right there, but you're really not going that direction. Here you're hard on the gas, shifting into third gear down the hill. My butt is off on the left side of the seat the whole way down this straight, so you're setting up for the chicanes here. Butt on the left side, flip it over to the left, and right here you're going to drive really hard and make an arc from right to left, and just make this one arc going on the curbing to the left hand side. You want to flick it back to the right. You don't necessarily have to be tight on this right apex, but you do have to drift it out wide. So then we can cut it in left. This is one of the most important lefts of the track because it's super fast, and you want to clip it, and you want, or sorry, right, and you want to stay right. Driving down the hill, and at this point you can see down the straightaway, it's going to be a left kink, a right kink, and then you're going to go set yourself up left for the last turn. But you're full on the gas. Over these hills, your butt is off the seat, so that way you can absorb the bumps and be light on the handlebars. I should probably be more to the left side of the track here because I do have to make a steering adjustment, so I turn in too early, but you want to drive up this hill, stay wide, and at this point you're under the bubble and you're staying in this left lane again until you get to the start finish. And that is a 1 minute, 39.55 second lap at Ozarks International Raceway. I'll go ahead and move to the regular speed footage of the lap prior to my best lap, going into the best lap.